Okay, folks, I'm sorry that I'm in the building, but I can't be with you. Um, there are these notes are super short, but most people have a lot of trouble with this idea. So in addition to the notes, I'm going to post a Khan Academy video, or if I can find a better video, I'll post that. But today we're talking about linear inequalities. And there are some things that people have trouble remembering. People have trouble remembering things like, the less than symbol is dotted. They're calling it dashed here, but whatever. People have trouble understanding. Okay, so my tone of voice has something to do with the fact that I don't really understand why you don't understand. And I don't mean that to be mean. It makes me upset with myself that I don't understand why you don't understand, but I don't. And it really frustrates me as a teacher that I don't understand why you don't understand. So right here, this is less than, so you shade below the curve. The area that's over here is above the curve. So for some reason, this is really hard for people. And if you can explain to me why that's hard for people, I will give you a candy bar. So because it's less than, we shade below, not above. Because it's dashed, because it's less than, we shade below. If it was less than or equal to, we would shade below, but we would also make it solid. Here it's greater than, so we shade above the line. There's no greater than or equal to, so we make it dashed. Okay, so that's really hard for a lot of you. Then we put a solid line, which this solid dotted thing, people just forget. So pay attention. Go back and check your solids and dotteds whenever you're doing these problems. But other than that, the major issue seems to be this below bit. This is below, this is above. That's the hardest part. So if you can explain, again, I'll give you a candy bar. I don't understand why you don't understand what's below and above. And I'm not saying that because you're an idiot. I'm saying that because I'm an idiot. Just to be clear, I have no idea why you don't understand that. And it frustrates me as a teacher because I've got to be able to understand why you don't understand so that I can help you. Okay, here we go. Here's a system of inequalities, and this is a super bad graph. So I'm going to redo it. So y is greater than or equal to 3x plus 3. That is this part right here. And then y is less than or equal to negative 2x. I'm trying to fix something, and it's not fixing. Less than or equal to negative 2x minus 1. So that's going to be shaded below. Well, the pink and the yellow, I'm sorry for those of you that are colorblind, overlap in the part that was originally gray, and you've got to be able to see where the shading overlaps. I am going to do the next one, using two different patterns instead of two different colors. So you're always looking for where the shading overlaps, and you don't want to jump straight to where the shading overlaps. You've got to do both pieces. Okay, here we go. Boom. So y is less than 3x minus 3. So I'm going to graph that first. And our y-intercept there is -3. And then we go up 3 over 1, up 3 over 1, bum bum bada bum bum. I think I can draw a line here, bum bum bada bum. Oops. Okay, so there's our line. And I need it to be dotted, so I need to undo that. And I'm going to pause so I don't waste your time with this graph. Okay, as you can see, I just graphed y is less than 3x minus 3, except I haven't shaded yet. And I haven't shaded yet on purpose. All I've done is graph the line and made it dashed, and I'm going to shade underneath. And again, I'm going to use a pattern so that you can definitely see it. And that pattern needs to be different for this one and the other one. So this is all underneath that original line. Now I'm going to graph y is less than -x minus 2. And I'm going to do that. You're going to see it magically appear because I'm going to pause it and graph it. And then I'm going to come back and do the shading. Oops, I forgot a little part. Shaded. Okay. So I graphed the line here, which most of you know how to do, and that's rarely the problem. Always go back and check and make sure whether it's dotted or solid. And now we're going to shade below the line. And once we've shaded below the line, you look where the two patterns overlap. And the two patterns overlap in this area right here. And that is your solution. In order to do this, some of you are going to want to use colored pencils. Some of you are going to want to use crazy patterns, but you need to graph them both independently. You can't graph the line, then graph the other line, then figure out where it's shaded. It's too confusing. Everybody gets confused if they do it that way. Graph one line, then shade. Graph the other line, then shade. Focus on one line at a time. Got it? Okay, that's all I've got for today. Y'all have fun, work hard, and I will see you on Friday.